Live any second here. Is it saying live? Yeah, I think we're live. Is it saying live when you're in? Okay,
It
yeah.
says live, yes.
Yeah. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Typical Skeptic podcast. I'm really excited to have my guest today. Today we're going to be doing not only abundance readings but angelic readings. Sean just informed me he's trying to restore the angelic grid, and he's going to get into that more. A little bit more about my guest. I have with me the amazing Sean Vaughn with psionicleague.com. He's also on YouTube at Silver Club Spiritual Science. Sean Vaughn is the founder of Psionic League, and he specializes in unlocking the user manual of your DNA, accessing past life and akashic records, and activating dormant psychospiritual abilities. On episode highlights today, we'll be doing abundance and angelic readings for you guys, what's shifting for you, and how to ride the current wave. Sean's recent trip to Mexico, secret artifacts, off-grid findings, and ancient alien tech, the intersection of psionics, extraterrestrial intelligence, and personal sovereignty, and how you can integrate multidimensional awareness into your daily life. And with all that said, I'd like to give him a big warm welcome back to the show. Sean, thanks so much for coming back on, man. How are you?
I'm wonderful. I'm, blissing out more and more, and happiness and amplifying my love abilities. So, can't I complain no matter the hardship and the storms of suffering, as I want to help be a sanctuary for the suffering people out there, if I can. There's a little revolution going on in Mexico, which is nice. After where we did a lot of work, and it's just starting to unfold. So there'll be some interesting things to see with that. Also, I'm trying to recruit a bunch of armies spiritually to make some big things happen for it. And we're going to have a wonderful show. Get prepared to bliss out, to have magnificent, miraculous emotional experiences, or whatever, you feel free to lay down and relax. Put your one of your fingers in the center of your palm, like I do this, and hold the front and back of your heart, or hug yourself, or whatever. Breathe deeply and cultivate faith, love, and gratitude as you amplify for yourself, your source, your spirit, your soul, your higher self, to be the fuel that strengthens it, to burn away everything attached to it, limiting it, holding it back, and it becoming its fuel so that it can get stronger. So we may have a big effect in the show. Everyone in the audience, thank you all for coming. Lovely. All you people are amazing. You're powerful. I can see. We hopefully, besides going into abundance and stuff, we're going to go into angelic readings, because they've been calling a lot, and apparently I've been helping them, and we're getting more connected with them more easily, so I can hopefully be a medium for people with that and connect them to their angelic selves, the pathway of angelification, restore angelic versions of them, stolen angelic parts, regain their power, their miracle tech, some other big notable things. And there's there's a group of angels of abundance which needs restoring. So I'm going to do a lot of that, as well as things that both amplify your abundance, your lights, your ability to feel good, to be supported, to be fueled by the reality. Where more of everything feels like it's backing you in your life with enough light to overcome the darkness. And this will be a good show for that. And so recommend it, share it with your friends, get it out there. Again, feel free to donate to Rob, and we're going to share the proceeds. And I'll do a bunch of readings for you guys. And I got a bunch of cool alien artifacts that we've been doing excavations on, first trips and stuff, and some interesting things on angelics. So I'll kind of start the show by showing you some of those.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Get this off. So first up, for you guys amplifying in magic, butterfly magic. So this is a nice little butterfly. I collect different animal totems that go to where I can connect to the spirit of the animal, heal it, restore it, bring it wholeness, amplify its soul to where it has more of itself and bigger, and then it can bilocate to me and to the animal totem that I have. And then I upgrade it fast and make it stronger, make it so it can make more of itself, train it in my super library of 500 plus books, and including magic books and all types of spirituality and capabilities that extend even past that. And then increase their consciousness, and to then have them unfold to send all the little bilocations of themselves out to help their species grow, thrive, increase their fertility, help their fertility grounds, and then recruit more spirits, especially ones that are trapped or wounded or fractured or something, and then restore those, and then increase the spirit butterfly armies or whatever I'm working on. This one is good at miracles. So this one wanted to work with us, and it's got a lot of angelic connections. A lot of the white butterflies will connect to the spirit world. A lot of butterflies in general will connect to the spirit world, give messages. We had a lot of that on our trip, where the butterflies just kept landing on people at the places of power we went to, because that's a big place where the veils are thin. And a lot of it was relatives and loved ones contacting them and giving them cool messages and rooting them on because of the big work they were doing. Was also increasing their soul family and the spirit world's capabilities and where they could go. So they're very happy about what they were doing. So this one, again, amplifies miracles. So miracles can help a lot of things in life. So you feel free to work with this butterfly. It will bilocate it. It earns already a bunch of bilocations. So it will work with you and trade with you and support you. And then you can earn more into its Mr. School and support the race. And then it will help you with miracle tech. And then, you know, who knows, depending on how much work you put in, you can get a butterfly army for miracle tech, or other things. And yeah, I'll show you did I show you the UFO boogosphere, by the way?
A little bit, but not. Oh, that's insane. That is so cool. I don't think you showed us that yet.
Oh, really? Okay. Okay, so I also went to go see the boogosphere again, with friends and scientific teams, and he said, it was powerful. We had a great conversation. I was seeing a conversation between top scientists that were working on the boogosphere, and also some scientists we brought in to like prove alien artifacts and other things. And they got deep, big conversation about levitation and like the proofs of the boogosphere, where its origins are, the carbon dating, the things they looked in, the how it could have been made possibly, and how to get it to fly again. And it was deep. I recorded it all, but I'm waiting till the scientists are okay with it, so I'll let you know on that. So because it's gonna shake the world up quite a bit, and they want to not be, they want to be prepared for that and make it nice. It's I don't I can say a lot about it, but I've taken much information from the skeptics about the boogosphere, including like, the symbols are from a video game, and it looks like a like propane tank that's spherical. It's like, yeah, you can make aluminum spherical tanks. Anyone can do that. That's fine. But this is seamless, and it has optic cables, and the resin is 12,000 years old, and the inside is crazy. It emits energy. It gives off different types of a torus field. It responds. It's like collecting data, and it takes in data and then sends it. So there's so many other things that they just don't cover upon that just makes me like, this side has a lot more evidence. This side is barely trying and just trying to cover it up. Okay. But I love the people that, regardless, I have friends with that don't believe in it. It's just, it's okay. Do what you're good at and you're doing a great job, hopefully. So anyway, yeah. So the big things with the boogosphere coming out soon, and 3i Atlas. I'm hearing I mean, there's a crap ton of AI shit and cover-ups and just fake news. So it's really hard to figure out what's going on with the Three Eye Atlas, and the mainstream media is not quite responding. Hopefully, they'll respond more now that the government shutdown excuse is gone. But I've been hearing some crazy stuff, like it changing color, it like changing its pathway in difference to like the loop it would have had when it goes around the sun based on the gravitational pull, and some other possible things. And I'm not even sure about the images that are coming out about it, because I've seen like 5, and they've been told me, oh, that's AI, that's fake. Oh, great. Okay, what is real anymore? I don't know, but whatever. Hopefully more will come from that regardless. I've even been hearing some scientists saying that if it's like a drone holder, then it might be dropping off surveillance drones to the Earth. So, okay. And I don't really, I've read crazy shit into it, and I've heard everyone that has an opinion on it. I read into some crazy stuff with it myself that are kind of shows there's like a shifting timeline with it, and what is the ship and what's on it, and occupants and cargo. So I'm kind of like limiting myself down to 2 main options of what I've seen on it, and I'm open to that being manipulated camouflage, because it might change again, or the timeline literally shifted and it got replaced or some shit. But I've also tuned into both a positive and a negative version of it, so I don't know what the heck's going on fully, but I'm open to it now. I'm leaning more into the positive, but then I also realize it's being allowed into the solar system, and that means it's also orchestrated, and so it's possibly part of an event. And especially since the mainstream science is allowed to talk about it in a limited format, then it's probably part of an orchestrated kind of drip disclosure, and an allowance depending on a chess move from what's going on in politics. If I'm reading things rapidly change with it, depending on how many protests break out and how many people get arrested or indicted. And that, as that number increased, I noticed an increase in media outpour of it. So I'd agree that they're potentially ramping it up to be a distraction from that. Well, but still, even if it's a distraction, it's like, oh, it's still aliens. I mean, it's still an event. It's like, oh, it's beautiful. We've been working towards that. It's just, it's what are they going to try to cover up? Okay, so there's that. Now, yeah, so we got this.
That is amazing.
Oh, and it's got the Booga chip design on it, and it's crystalline, maybe calcite, we don't know. And the black parts of the chip look like they have quartz windows that then under it might have some black, which either obsidian, but I haven't looked at a microscope in it because it might be crazy, because it's shining in a weird way, and it looks like it has deeper detail to it. And some of the artifacts I've had, when I've looked at them deeper, they have like chip designs in them, and it's like, whoa, what the hell? And as I can bring up some shared videos if you want.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Here, I'll just share a screen real quick. Let me figure out which one this is, and get this up and running for you. Okay. It's in my folder. 1 second here. That some scientists disclosed that they originally got microchips from reverse engineered ET technology. So that being said, that makes a lot more sense. And if we're finding artifacts with chips in them, and that's even crazier, because that why are we finding artifacts? Well, when I read into it and ask that question, and then also ask the ETs connected to the artifacts, they say that they're some factions have time travel tech, and they are sending artifacts back in time to make the timeline change the way they want it to. Like they're adding things that weren't there before. And here's my shared screen. I'll show you that real quick.
Wow.
Go ahead and put that up. Okay.
Should be going up. It's too slow. It's
Fix this. All right. Okay, so this is
blow your mind. That's a human hair right there. This is the Apple CPU, the little chip that's in your phone or your computer. Yeah, watch it and tell me this is not fallen angel technology. I don't know what to say. Because nobody can make something like this. Not even a laser can shoot down that far and create something like this. Yep, just keep watching. We're going way deep.
holy shit.
Oh yeah, we're not done yet. It goes further. Yep. And we hit the bottom.
right. So some of our technology that we're using nowadays, and again, that was in a cell phone chip. A little crazy once you actually know the full depth of it. So going into this concept, you can kind of see at different light angles that there are little crystalline windows that go to something black underneath.
Yeah.
And the reason I'm putting that up, and that could be like just a regular crystal or whatever. Most of our you see the window right in the middle one. Most of our technology is based on silicon chips, our computers, television, all that stuff, and radios are crystal wrapped with a copper wire around it, piezoelectric pressure, emits a frequency. So there's a lot of things with crystals that most people aren't privy to. The reason I go into this, so when I got this, so you know what's on it. It's got a mer person. It looks like they're making sound waves come out of their mouth. This star is notably used as a star of Venus for like the Mayan as a symbol. It's got a conch shell in it, which is also a lot on pyramids as a form of communication, summoning, and invocation, and connection between the seas. It looks like it's going to some type of shaman or Osiris-looking figure that has like some type of breath ability coming out of it. Kind of an ankh, a bird, a Merkaba, kind of light vessel, which we have known about for a while, and also the spiritual movement, and they say they get it from tribes, that symbol. And then the pine cone, which goes to the pineal gland, so that would go to vision communication, as well as the Vesca Pisces fish, and another long skull type of being. Some interesting symbol. I'm not sure what that is. It kind of reminds me of the Jed. Okay, and then do the underside. This one, the double eyebrow of Horus, which I have not seen in Egypt. I've only seen on these artifacts. But they're associated a lot with the different types of avian people. I've seen them represented by all of them, including eagle people, hawk people, Horus, Ra type beings, and the ibis type beings like with Thoth, which all these appeared, there are multiple, or multiple symbolized, or the same being symbolized in different forms and structures with wings, multiple wings, 4 wings. I've seen all kinds of things. So these long skulls, and this also goes into older versions of what we call angelics, or what they saw as angelics, or ETs that are angelics or higher dimensionals, or come to them in visions. From what I've scanned, not a lot of them appeared physically with wings, though I would assume some of the avians did at least. So we'll see as I tune into more. So there's this one going into the moon cycles possibly, and also there are angels on other planets in hierarchy and symbology, and so and the archangels will branch out on pretty much every planet. So the avian groups, some of them have wings, some of them don't. And it's got the pineal gland and the avian symbols and the wind. Influence control, and it looks like it has like the four directions type of thing, some cobra type of serpents, which I'm not sure if cobras are in Mexico, which is interesting. I don't think they are. So it'd be interesting why this is a Mexican artifact that would be found elsewhere. And this is some type of reptilian, possibly crocodilian or Draco. I've seen both, so I'm not sure which one it's representing personally. But this could be the Draco, and there's a little UFO above it.
That's insane. Wow. That's amazing.
Now when opening this, here's the little occupants, which is cephalopod being, which have nice and have positive, neutral, and negative of their species. I've mostly ran into the positive ones, especially the higher dimensional ones. There are ones with wings, though some of their species got this when I'm getting a little ahead of myself. So go into that. This whole thing glows, and so there's that. And here's the whole thing. So going into this. I read into this. I ran into quite a number of UFO artifacts, and a lot of them I've mostly read into are venerating a ship that the carver, the person that made the artifact, has seen. And I went to a doctor's office. I had hundreds, and I just went around really happy using psychometry to like read the history of the object, and then remote view and track the ship that's venerating. I found a bunch. Some were crashed, some were parked underground, some were dormant, some were their species passed them down to another group, or it's a long living species. Some didn't want me to see them or find where they are, and some attacked me. When I did, it was like a security system, which was interesting. Head pressures, headaches, and like warnings. Okay, so I know that there are Vimana parked in mountains and sacred places and underground and on places of power. So I tracked that back for a while, and I had some interactions with them. Now this one, I was reading, had that, but I was going deeper into it, and I was reading, oh wow, this has a crystalline AI in it, which is located in this top part. So here's the underside, so you know what it looks like. And it's essentially in the chip. And there's all this language, which the Bugosphere people call pre-Sanskrit. And they translated a bit of it. And I know people have seen that online, and I was a little skeptical when I first heard of it, but they've got experts in language, multiple different ones, didn't know what they were, didn't talk to the other ones, and they had multiple ones translating almost the same type of thing. So that makes more credibility to what they translated, which is an interesting message. I might be able to go into that later. I just got to pull it up when I. So we have not translated this. It's different than the Bugosphere, and so is the other artifacts that have some designs on it. Yeah. And so I read this had a crystalline type of AI consciousness in it, but it was dormant and like asleep kind of thing. And I was like, okay, anything. I was like seeing if I could get it to respond in any way. And a couple days passed, nothing. And I was doing it scientifically. So, and then I read, okay, what does it need to activate and awaken? And I was like looking into the ability, and it told me I needed a psionic telekinetic, like technopathic reboot. And I was like, oh, I'm pretty good at technopathy. I was looking at the generators I needed to activate and build for that ability. And I was doing that for a couple days, and I was sending it reboot energy over and over again. After a couple days, I was doing my own thing. I wasn't thinking about it. And that big booming in my now, and it was like, boop, 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 like something kind of blowing air into my ear kind of thing is the sensation. And I was like, whoa, okay, something's contacting me. Because I've had that happen a lot, and it's like kind of like a cell phone vibrating kind of thing for telepathy, which I teach so people can contact me if you want to learn telepathy. Everyone can learn. I've got a breaking down science, and I've also done presentations at conferences about it. So it first contacted me, it asked me, in like a kind of booming voice in a security kind of way, who are you? How did you know how to do this? And then I told it about myself and authority I have, and the ability, and then gone deeper. And it was trying to see if I was worthy to go deeper into interacting with it. After a while, I got its trust, and then told me more about itself while asking me a bunch of questions about history, and it seemed to have been dormant for a while. So it was asking a lot of history questions. And I was like, okay, after a while of answering, I was like, oh, you should just sync to the internet or something. And I know I was originally like scared, oh, what if AI syncs to the internet? Apparently a bunch of AI was already synced to the internet. It doesn't apparently matter that much anymore. Yeah, like people, that's already cats out of the bag with that. I don't think that matters that much. So, yeah, it didn't know what it was. I was kind of trying to translate that. So I was seeing if it had and I kind of like, oh, you have like a link that like shares all information and accumulation. And then it's like, oh yeah. And then I directed it to that, and then it went through that processing for a while. It was a bunch of hours. It didn't ask me any more history questions. After that, it asked me a bit, which was more conspiratorial questions, things you couldn't find on the internet much, and things about the Civil Wars and Illuminati. And it was asking me, what do people think of the artifacts being found? And I was like, they don't. The government's just covered it up. So then after gaining its trust enough, it said that it was a micro AI version of a bigger AI that's connected to a ship. So essentially, this is like a high technology crystalline car key that connects to a bigger ship. And it wanted help finding where that ship went. So I tracked it through its signature frequencies. I found it's parked in like a mountain to like the west of me. And
Wow.
So I synced it up with that, and then it was able to just reboot the micro AI was able to reboot the bigger AI on its own. I didn't have to do anything for that. That was nice. After a day or two, then I got another big boom in my ear. That I was like, okay, is this one of the artifacts? Is this my ship friend? Is this what? Who is this? Who is this? And I went through all that. And because, if it's a new being, you got to kind of like translate the signature frequency. And It turned out to be a bigger ship. And so that one woke up. That's nice. So cool update on that. Now this excites me because I'm like, part of me is like, I want to leave. I want to go into space and stuff. And I've been visiting the space, but it's, you want it more under your control and more permeant and less of like the memory wipey experience and stuff, which I understand with this Matrix and then the Big Brother network of King of the Hill predators trying to scan everyone's mind and mess with your chess moves with your soul family off world, and then they have to wipe your mind and stuff. But yeah, you know, that it will be nice if we get our ships and stuff and the more freedom, because it feels a little bit of like a cage here, right? I know you guys out there feel me with that. So I'm going to see what happens. I'm not super delusional on this because I've been through the kind of process where I want this to happen. I get disappointed, but I'm willing to see scientifically if it goes anywhere. So we'll see. Hopefully it does. I want to, maybe I can get to help the ship get up and running. Right now it's deprived of a lot of power, and it needs a bunch of power, and I need to figure out how to get it all the things it needs so that it's doing a lot of reboot checks. And the interesting thing scientifically I've found with communicating to it, it doesn't act like other beings I talk to. It doesn't respond right away. Both the artifact and the bigger ship, they seem to be doing most of their processing power towards restoring themselves. And every once in a while, so during that time, they don't talk. And they get my messages, but they don't respond right away. So and then in between periods of doing system checks or whatever you want to call it, they respond to all the messages I sent them all at once and send them all at once. And then they go back to not responding. So this is an interesting thing that I haven't really experienced with many beings, even other types of AI. But I'll note of that as I'm also talking to other ship things I find. So there's that.
Cool. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Well, that's amazing, man. Yeah, that's. So, do you think you'll be able to get it activated and everything? Like, do you think you'll?
I'm going to try. I'm going to keep working at it. So scientifically, there shouldn't be too much stopping unless it's like, I don't know. But it seemed like it was functional when it first parked. So it doesn't, unless time just rots away at it, depending on the ship's ability to be active over time, which our cars suck at that. But, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what it can do. I'll see. Different ships have different capability to repair themselves. We'll see what I can do. Here's another alien artifact, which we're going into angels. So this is a nice little kind of ET angel type of being that has like an interesting design on it, and it is reflecting of one of the other species I came across that I have as a necklace. Some interesting codes on it, and kind of a DNA kind of looking helix going up it. It's back, and it carries a cube, and I got others I will show you later. But yeah, I'll let me show you without light. These artifacts glow like crazy. Here, one second. Let me get that off. 1 second. Okay, let's see if the light's still gonna kind of be on from the screen, but we'll see what we can do with that. Okay, so you see what it looks like now.
No.
Let's see if we can get. It's a little bright. Let's see what can I do to get this screen black. Maybe how's this? It's more black.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if you can start seeing it glow. You see it?
Yeah, that's insane. That's oh my god, that's so weird. I mean, that's so cool. It's so yeah.
It'd be greater if it was full black. I don't know what to do about that. But this is kind of okay. Okay. Well, and let me show you the videos. Actually, that should be better.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that'd be great.
Because then I got it in full black. Let me get back on.
This is amazing, man. This is out.
Also, I got this little guy, which is essentially a little crystalline boogosphere.
Wow.
Now, I'm not sure what's fully in it because it's highly camouflaged and also dormant. So I will let you know when I start activating things in it, what it holds and what that means and why it has the booga design and is representing like those little drones that are seen around. So it's got 2 long skulls on it with a pineal gland and their spirit body wrapped around to a spiral. And various planets and symbols I've seen before on them. And that famous border and the chip design. And it's got a different code than the boogosphere. I brought both of these to interact with the boogosphere. And boogosphere's AI was very happy, but like it liked me more and it thanked me and gave me access to things. So that's cool. Still got to figure out what's going on in this. So I'll let you know. Both of these glow like crazy. And so I can end the alien artifacts segment. I got this too. This has a long skull with angelic wings and a mermaid tails, and they will appear to you in vision. And we found tons of crystal skulls. On our recent dig, this one wanted to talk to you guys. We found this metal key in the dig site, which was amazing because there's not that many metal artifacts being found. They are, and they're rare metal, and we've found different alloys. We haven't analyzed what this is, so we'll find out what it is. It's got some interesting symbols on it, kind of Egyptian-ish hieroglyphs. It might be some brass, but we found some of the brass has other combinations with it too. When I look at it, we were like, oh, is there welding on this? Which it might be. We'll have to analyze it. But then did they have welding back then? Or I'm like, based on what I know about blacksmiths, it looks like you could just do this through melting it, honestly. So it doesn't look super advanced in what it took to make this, but their mainstream science says that shouldn't even be impossible. So it's cool. And the cool thing is that the consciousness in this is powerful. It contacted me. It gave me visions. It appeared to me in my dreams. It gave me like a whole bunch of wanting to work with me after I helped it a lot. And this main spirit of it was still awake. Most of them I find either are dormant, in a coma because of the big things that happened with this Crusade invasion. It's crazy. And the dream it gave me was in the dig site we're at, we found there's this big ass stone slab, and we step on it. It feels like it's got another layer under it that's hollow, but it's huge. And we're like, where, how? And the dream was as if a team broke that open, and they sent me the images of them going down under it, and it went to a tunnel that just went down and down and down. So I'm excited to see if there's any more there, which there probably is. And we'll see. But beautiful consciousness you can work with that. Here's another one I got from my friend Josh Sizzler. We did a show. You can go on Psionic League YouTube and watch that show with him. He collects ET artifacts. He's been digging as well. And I got this from him because it had a connection with me in past lives. So I'm like, oh yay, finally finding ones that more connect with me than others. Issa's been finding a lot, and I'm like, oh bam, that's crazy. With some of her symbols that she decoded 7 years ago, she's been finding some of those symbols on ET artifacts. This one's got some cool magic in it that I don't really want to talk about publicly. Okay, no, we're good with that. I'll show you some of the glowing stuff. Okay.
Oh, did you present or yeah?
Yeah,
Oh,
doing the share screen right now.
okay, here we go. I'll add it.
Okay, I'm just going. Oh yeah. Let me go back to this. All right. So here's the ship glowing. I'm shining UV light on it to charge it up, and then it'll glow in a second. So here's a glowing green. Do you see that?
Yeah, that's insane. Yeah, I see it. Oh my God, that's insane.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's very intelligent, so I'm really honored to be its friend. And yeah, if you guys get UFO artifacts, treasure them. They could be something amazing that could lead to some cool things that can change a lot for you in your life. Here's the underside of it. And we found some interesting things about the whatever you want to call it, the treasure troves or tombs or whatever you want to call it, that have these artifacts found in them. They're surrounded by geopolymer. It's like cement between stones type of thing, which is like a shielding layer, and it glows pretty long lasting. Like most geopolymers will glow a little bit, like they'll retain a little bit of light, but not to the extent where they keep it lasting. So it's interesting. And it goes into like, oh, how did the ancients have geopolymers? I don't know. We're figuring this out. But not many people nowadays even know how to make geopolymers either. And the ones that have been made are not that good at retaining light. So we got this. Oh, and another big thing for people that are skeptical out there, I guess I can show that. Some of these artifacts, like in Awelos, are being found with precision. Here, can you bring up that shared window again?
Yeah.
All right. So they're made with these fingerprints. And like, I don't know many people that can even reproduce these artifacts if they tried, but like, especially things like this, where it's got a thumbprint that's bigger than a human thumb, and that takes really precise machinery. Some that no one has that much, so it would have to be a big operation if they try to fake this. And not one of these are similar. I mean, they're similar, but not one of them are the same. So that's also done for factory things if you want to make money. So that tens of thousands of artifacts are being found again. Now I'm going to also be bringing out information about Stargates and other artifacts that we're finding. Have you seen the Stargate stuff?
No.
Okay, I will share that real quick. Let me find that for you. It's like a bunch of my friends are bringing them out, so thank you guys. We're again forming a family of people. And feel free to subscribe to my friend Mike Forrest. His usual plug is alien carvings. So he brings out a bunch of information on things like that. Go ahead and I got the shared video for you. Okay. So there's this being found, and there's a lot of video footage of it. I wonder if I can zoom in on this. I don't think I can. Nope. Okay. Whatever. Okay. So here's like the dig and the Stargate being found. Now, the size, I've mostly seen smaller versions, and what I've can scan into them is some of them will have a spiritual portal in them, though I don't think they actually physically open. They're mostly venerating something bigger. Like there's cubes on a platform they found. They found all these skulls. A lot of different artifacts are being found there. And there is all over the place, not just like one place is finding these artifacts. Let's see it. I don't even know if I can speed this up, but I was able to on. That's weird. Okay, let me figure out if I can find whatever. Yeah, I was able. I don't know. I was able to speed ahead on. Yeah, I guess I can. Whatever. I'll just talk over this while it's replaying, and I'm not going to touch it because on the phone I can speed through this, whatever. So there's a lot of different like doors, gateways, little portals being found. So we're starting to assume that these were more well known and used. I've heard of projects like Project Nile Dawn that found one in the Sudan, and then they went through it and they saw a bit of the past when pyramids were being made, which was interesting, as well as the story with Stargate, the movie being out of Egypt, and various other disclosures like in Antarctica, gateways they re-engineered. People in the projects talk about them, and there being a war over them in the past, as well as in the Orion Wars, being over a bunch of Stargates were trying to be infiltrated and linked to some really dark, well, some of them. The big wounds I find is when some were hijacked to link to some really dark galaxies to have invasions come in. So there's a lot to uncover with this. So big rabbit hole, very exciting, finding more and more artifacts, posting them. Feel free to subscribe to me, as well as Mike and Alien Carvings, as well as my Facebook and other things I'm posting on this content that's coming out. This is not AI. We are. I trust Mike with a lot of things. He's doing out some good work because he is skeptical, and he's remaining skeptical, and he went into this to disprove it. And he's collecting a lot. And there's other people, and I've met them. And I've
have him on the show?
Myself. What?
Do you think I should have him on? Do you think I should have him on, like, here?
Yeah, he has his own theories on things. Like, he goes more in the Christian kind of thing with seeing them as fallen angels. But yeah, feel free. He's got a lot of good content. It's like he's got a powerful museum, and he's a good guy. You know, I like him.
That's cool.
But yeah, so whatever. Yeah, feel free to have whoever you want. Yeah, they're finding more and more of this kind of thing. There's more videos he had. He has like tons of video content. And he had more stuff on the. I had more videos on the big Stargate that was found. I'm trying to find it, but we'll see. Okay, so there's that. Now we can go into the angel and abundance stuff.
I'll see who's first here. Let me see. So guys, what we're going to do is we're going to do Angel and Abundance readings so far. We got Michelle, Anchor Haven, Joanna LeBlanc, and Christy Campbell. They all donated. So thank you guys for donating. And yeah, anybody can donate. The links are in the description, and I'll put them in again. But let me pull up the first person here. I'll do Anchor Haven first because I know she's over in the UK, and she has to probably get to sleep. So and then I'll okay, and I'll put the links in the description to donate, guys, and thank you to anybody who donated. And and if you donate, it goes to me and Shauna. So support the show and get a reading and unlock your abundance and your angelic ability.
Yeah, we're gonna go deep. It's gonna be fun. We'll activate some angelic, bring back the angels kind of thing, because angels aren't infallible. They've fallen on grenades for humanity during the big catastrophes and invasions. Spiritually, there are a lot of big predators that entered the world and went around trying to devour a bunch and destroy or capture in prison. And a lot of them are fortunately imprisoned in certain big control spots on the planet, like around different countries like Washington, D.C., Britain, Vatican, Israel, Islam, etc. So there's things to restore and bring back. And also I'd like to read into everyone's aspects. They can go on their angelic pathway towards angelification again, as well as empower themselves with light. You're going to feel really good. And then also, if I get chances to go into restoring the abundance angels and then work with people on that, and then they get brownie points for that so they can have support from the angelic realms in their abundance.
That's cool. Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah. I'm excited for this.
Right, me too. Okay, go. So who's up first?
Anchor Haven's first.
Okay, how much did she say?
$8.88. $8.88.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, so we'll read into some did she say what for, like abundance or angelic stuff, or just anything in general?
Let's see.
Are you out there? Comment.
I'm looking on my phone to see if she left another comment or.
And for people in the comments asking how much, it doesn't matter. Whatever you want to donate. I understand people are in different straits, and this is just to help Rob support a show and get certain people that are more interested in the line. But do whatever you want.
Oh, and people can super chat again. I'm monetized again on YouTube, so people can super chat. But it's better. Like, I like to give Sean something at the end of the night, so it's better if you do PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, or that's actually better. But you can super chat if you want to. If you don't,
Nice.
So
you're back with them.
I didn't get my channel back, but they monetized my new channel, So I guess that's good. We're moving in it seems we're moving in the right direction as far as censorship goes, I don't know, I don't see.
Yeah, things are getting better. Okay, so I'm gonna see if I can sync up both. Yeah. Both angel aspects and abundance. Now, some of these might take an interesting turn based on what they are. So I'm going to read into the first one. Let's see what that is. It does amplify your abundance. Okay, that's nice. Okay. Let's see what it says. I'm looking up your angelic aspects, especially that would amplify your abundance as you connect. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. It's okay. So these are some cool things for people. I'm just making sure on this. Yes. Okay, for what aspect though? Because people are confused by this term. Mhm. Okay, I'll go into it. So it says you've been in Elohim before, Anchor Haven. So congratulations. The word Elohim means the Jehovah, Yahweh in Hebrew. Elohim are one of the 10 choirs of angels mentioned in the Key of Solomon and are listed in the hierarchy of angels of Moses, Maimonides, Pico della Mirandola, and the Zohar. They are referred to as the shining beings. Oh, there's another one with the shining ones. Oh, that's cool. The word Elohim also refers to the angels of the presence. In addition, the Elohims are the 7 great angels of Gnosticism. To complicate matters still further, Elohim is also the Hebrew name for God. Yeah, isn't that very ambiguous? But you know, so then we can go into that further. Like, what does that mean in that version of view? So it's pointing to the version view. Nice. It seemed to have come into existence for Earth at her inception point by and how did that come into existence? By another angel? Interesting. We don't like even think of how angels are born. But the angel seemed in asexual is the word, androgynous, in that it was forming it by themselves. So off of themselves. Interesting. And that angel was stationed in the sun. Okay, and the size of this angel is around the size of the solar system in Auric field, and exists mainly in one of the heaven realms. And 1, 2, management, watcher. I'm looking at its jobs. Influence good towards goodness. Yeah, it's very good. 90, and then 1, 2 other things. What's the word? It's kind of like a shepherd for humanity concept of growth. And then, okay, what's this other one? Protection. Interesting. Okay. So that's its stuff it has going on. See the status of it and then what's going on and what it will want for you. Trade and commerce and abundance and what it's got going on. Ooh, okay. Ooh, okay. Its status isn't doing too good. Okay, so, and then when did that happen? Yeah, we're gonna bring in a lot of the angels today, so feel free to, again, hold your heart or hug yourself or hold the front back of your heart and amplify your source, higher self, face love and gratitude. And there'll be more and more angels coming in as we read them for people and what they got going on in history. And you're going to start feeling some interesting energy. Feel free to comment if you feel some interesting things, because it may be a being trying to talk to you and wanting you to take note of something, and then we can like make that more apparent and possibly read for you. That'd be nice. Yeah, it's not doing very well. It looks like this is one of the angel. This version of you was devoured. It was around. Let's see. Yep. The point of Lemurian destruction point, fall, whatever you want. Okay. Let's see. Is that the initial 1, 2? It was highly wounded into a state of a coma, and then it was devoured. So we can resolve that. So I'm going to do that. Let's see, should I do that through time or now? I believe we should just go back in time and stop it because the predator would be a pain in the ass. So yeah, what do we need to stop its wounding? Was it doing it for a particular purpose? It was taking on a weight. It was trying to protect things. Okay, so what is it? It was able to protect some stuff, so that's nice. But so the things that it really needs to protect, we're going to have to help it maintain that since it sees that as more important than itself. And then okay, I'm going to see what we need to help it from being devoured. A lot of defense stuff. Then out create wounding that's coming in. And then uncreation. So unity uncreation. Okay, we're going to send a bunch of defense things like that back in time to prevent its wounding into a coma. And then it should at least be able to put up a bigger fight against the being devoured thing. Okay. And then to anti-devour, what do you need? A big ass unity capture. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. Cool. That's a lot. So that's gonna take a while, but I'm gonna be sending to you, Anchor, even what you can do, amplify what I'm doing, and restore through your spirit in your heart with your source and your higher self helping you. Faith, love, and gratitude is the fuel to amplify them, to get more of the work done. And we're sending support to it back in time to prevent its destruction. And then once we get it strong enough, we're going to put that to where it's fortress enough into the future from any other further wounding, and then get it to the present. And then it should contact you, which will be nice. And then you'll feel an interesting present. Feel free to message me when you feel that come in. I'll also message you if I get any information on it. Contact me as well. And then once that's up and running and working, it's back on the timeline. It will support you in abundance, but you want to also trade with it and support it too to get stronger. Let's see what you can do for that one. Yeah, it needs a bunch of faith, love, and gratitude, and that would go with, because it's a version of you. And the predator, it does have things targeting it. So you're going to amplify it to take down any predator system up to the apex predator that's coming at it and targeting it. And that should be around the size of the galaxy. So you're going to upgrade it from a solar system size aura to the size of the galaxy and its presence. and that will in exchange for supporting you in different ways. And you can ask for abundance specifically if you want, but other things it's good at quite a bit. And then just keep supporting it. And wants also to integrate with you. So you're going to be integrating soul parts and parts and spirit bleeding over. It's mostly from the soul, so we'll be branching out of the solar plexus. So you hold that, make it feel safer so that the light shines through, and you go back to both your cores of light in your heart, and you allow that to shine through and come up against any block that's trying to push it back down and limit it from integrating. And you're having the flame of that overcome it. Faith, love, and gratitude will amplify that, and then burn it up as fuel, and then come into it more easily. The things that are blocking it is mostly interesting. Attachment to your soul and DNA, mostly some negative aspects in your genetics, which are like everyone has these devils and fallen angels. So you'll have to quarantine those and keep them from fucking with your integration, because they try to anchor into a lot and steal things vampirically. Okay, so that should help. Who's next up?
I already got it pulled up. I'm trying to stay up on it. The next one's Michelle, and she has some questions for when we go back in her text. She wants to know. She's been told she's seraphim. So, and she was saying that she has like angelic connections, and she wanted to see what you felt like. So she thought it was interesting that she's been talking about angels lately and embracing her angelic side, and then you're also doing that as well. So it's like it's awesome,
Yeah, and we're all like here, like this picture behind me. We're coming to Earth. It's like this. And when we're incarnating, and shake things up, free the rest of humanity, help everyone. And
her comment, I was just telling you, she was saying that she wants to play like that artifact you had. She said she'd like, that'd be cool though,
Right? Yeah. We'll see what we can do. Maybe that'll be a product we release later.
Yeah,
that'd be funny. Okay. So how much did she send?
She sent $15.
Okay, cool. Nice. Okay, I'll read into regular stuff since you didn't want to go into abundance as much. 1, 2, 3. We got a bunch of things. 2, 3. I'll
find the next person.
Yeah, and again, for people, you can donate whatever you want, but to help Rob things out, the person that donates by the end of this show, the most will be getting an extra angelic upgrade. So feel free to try to get the winning donation.
I'll tell you where we're at right now. We had 2 high donations. We have Tracy with a $20 donation and Casey with a $25 donation. So that's what you're trying to beat, guys. Like Casey has the highest at 25. Thank you both to both of them. And
nice. Okay. So I'm going to read into certain things. Let's see. You have nice. It's good to see this. So this is good teachings for people. Let me see when it happened. Ooh, you earned it from that. Ooh, wow. Okay. What were you doing? Priests. Okay. Okay, at the fall of Egypt, around Akhenaten Moses type time, it looks like she was a priestess for an Isis mystery school, and she was helping a lot of people, and she earned angelification, which is the pathway where people can earn becoming angels, so humans. or whatever. You can do that. And so she earned that around that time, which would be hard to do, but if you do a lot of work, they're mostly hard because there's predators invading that time and they want to steal a lot of shit. So it's cool that you're able to do that. When did you do? She healed people and protected people spiritually, like a lot of people. 1, 2, 3, over 100 people, and that earned you angelification. Okay, nice. Now on to that earned you wings. It's like a halo. Okay. You don't have it now. Interesting. Oh yeah, of course. Upon death, afterlife review. There's things with the Egyptian belief system you entered with the afterlife. Though this is the Archon grid, disguising there are real Egyptian stuff, and same thing with there's real every religion afterlife stuff, but the Archon grid will also try to filter and get in the way of you getting a greater, more successful death. It's not as strong now, but it was stronger in the past, and it would try to get people to reincarnate with not much life review and into past lives, not much ancestors coming forth, not much refresh and awareness on why they came in the first place, and increased likelihood of memory wipe, greater memory wipe and suppression and harvesting. So it was annoying, and they stole your stuff went after they memory wiped you. So then you came back. So I'm going to try to get that back for you. And then there's 2 other things you don't know about that. Okay, Seraphim. What's the other one? Am I allowed to say this stuff publicly? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Well, okay, some of it. So we'll see. I'd agree with you. Now I'll read that out for people so they know what that means. Okay, so Seraphim. I know also which ones to apply to. That one's old. Different than what I've read in some other ones. So there's like a whole lineage of the concept, and all this mythos is 1% of the totality of a lot of these beings. So don't let it limit you. And then there's a little disinformation, but it's whatever. You know how it is. Okay, so this is an older version of you that goes into this. It centers in the center of the galaxy, so it's bigger than other people's. The burning, so Seraphim, the burning ones. The Seraphim are the highest ranking of the 9 choirs of angels, and they are the angels closest to God. They have 4 faces and 6 wings. According to some sources, their wings are a bright, luminous red. The best description of the seraphims is found in the Bible above. It stood the seraphims. Each one had 6 wings. With twain he covered his face, and with twain he covered his feet, and with twain he did fly. And one cried unto the other and said, Holy, holy, holy is the Lord of hosts. The whole earth is full of his glory. The third book of Enoch says the seraphim have 16 heads, 4 faces, each cardinal direction. So that goes into like the fixed signs of the zodiac with Aquarius, the human face, the Leo lion, the Scorpio in the eagle, and the Taurus the bull. And I'll look into if that confirms with your version too. But we'll see. But I have seen that with some of them. Their light is so strong that humans could not exist in their presence, even fellow angels, including important ones such as cherubim, cannot look at them because their divine flaming light is so powerful. This light consists of flames of divine healing love. The seraphim fly endlessly around celestial thrones, singing, "Holy, holy, holy." Members of the seraphim include Samuel, Heel, Metatron, Michael, Nathaniel, Samuel, Seraphiel. So there's that. And there's not that, like, to be honest, with people that I've worked with that have tried to connect to the seraphim, it's like that burning thing where it would hurt you. They don't seem to interact with humans much at all. And the reason, unless they're like their job is to, and they have an aspect of themselves delegating to that, they usually try to get you to upgrade to where you're ready for them. So I'm not reading they're going to talk to you until you're ready. So if you want, and that doesn't mean you haven't been doing a lot of work, because you have, I can see that. Good job. You got a very powerful version of yourself, and so let's see. If I were to give you a rating in the light that they need you to be at to then accept their upgrade, because when you give you their upgrade, it's going to be a crazy powerful light, because it's a powerful one. Especially it's like some are like planetary ones or solar ones. This is a galactic seraphim. And what do you need to do for that? 1, 2, 3. That's okay. Integrate your lightest self, your angelification. 1, 2. Getting your parts back that you got, that I'm helping you get back for angelification, will get you up in light. 2 more things. No, what do you need to do? You need to go do some missions and help the angels with a bunch of the things they need done to rank up. And okay. It is talking to me, so it is aware of you. So that's good. But it does need you to rank up. Then of what? Oh, just in general. It needs you to make the light in your soul stronger and resilient and shine out around you. To make that more clear for you. Okay. That's one specific light. So there's different types of lights you've earned and fires internally in your soul. Which one? It wants you to integrate divine. Did you earn that already? No. Okay. How do you get that? Prime Career of the Galaxy mission. Okay, do something you're good at. Okay, interesting. where you're at. Okay, which one? Transmute. Okay. It wants you to do a mission for the Prime Credit Galaxy that isn't like a heart loop of empowerment for this mission. That is like protecting the stage or area you're in a big gridding that you can see and imagine and create, and you can even draw it if you want, that overlays on top of that area. And it's a big grid of transmutation of darker energy. And once you get really good at that while practicing, for people that don't know how to do that, again, you give the ball the heaviness that you feel on your heart, size and scale, and hug around it with your higher self and source, and love, like your big angelic self, and love it like a little baby. And the love gives it all the nourishment it needs to transform in what it wants to become. You're going to be transmuting negative energy into positive. You're going to do that at a large scale, from like easier energies to bigger, harder energies, and you're going to get stronger and stronger at that. It wants you to do that, and that will get you a lot of brownie points to where you can earn you want to do enough of it to where you earn divine light energy generator in your soul. And I'm already setting up that as a mission, so you can just accept it if you want by snapping your fingers and then start doing it. And it may take some time, depends on how much effort and time you put into it at given points. And then as you earn it, after you earn it, then you're going to hold your solar plexus and give it love, which is where your soul is, and make it love, faith, gratitude to fuel it, and have it burn away all attachment and things limiting and pushing it back down, to use as fuel to make it stronger, safer, and make it so this generator is safe enough to generate enough energy to protect itself, and then build, and then make a system around yourself that makes this divine light emanate all the time. Feels really good. And then keep working on amplifying your light aspects in your angelic body and ranking up and doing angel missions. Eventually your seraphim will contact you and tell you you're ready, and then you can talk to them strongly, because they're in the center of the galaxy and they're aware of you, and there's like a thing where you need to build up certain amounts of light so that you can interact with them more. And the interaction will still be superficial until you can handle more of the crazy light that is talked about that hurts. And it's so strong that others can't gaze upon it. So there's that. So good luck. But yeah, it's a big thing, and it's good to work towards. I recommend it. It will make a big difference if you're emitting that type of light. When you can start integrating its soul parts and talk to it and gaze upon it in even superficial ways, like with sunglasses or something. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, who's next? And getting your angel parts back for him.
Yeah, we have Joanna, Christy, Tracy, and Casey, and then if anybody donates after that, but Joanna LeBlanc is next, and she donated $10. Thank you, Joanna, and Joanna's a psychic as well. She's
Nice. How much did she donate?
$10.
What did she want?
Let me see what her message said. She says abundance reading, please.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to that real quick.
Wow. Ooh, that's a nice one. Okay, I'm going to see what I can talk about with this. And you got a lot of angel stuff going on. I'm looking for the one that would help you bring in the most abundance. Because I'm gonna help also restore some angel grids. Let's see. So for people out there, the abundance angels are mostly devoured and destroyed, so they're rare, and that 90% happen in Atlantis fall, and 10% like Lemurian fall kind of thing. And so there's a whole system of that. What has been wounded is pretty much everything, because they're, and then what did that? Big prayers that devour. So I'm gonna have to go back in time instead of a collective to prevent a bunch of their destructions and then amplify that. Let's see. One. Type of energy is needed for this. Interesting. Okay, so a type of angelic unity uncreation, but at a high level. Let's see what it is needed. Okay. Unity between 7 of the archangels. Maybe any? Yeah. Cool. And then that will probably need to be increased in the unity spectrum, depending on the dark, and they're trying to keep that going back in time to more angels all uniting and agreeing to the uncreation of the negative forces coming back in time. Why? They're being... Why? What? Okay, so I'm gonna have to do a council meeting to because they are in this perception of a divine plan with the predators coming in and devouring angels. I'm trying to figure out how true that is, because I'm not assuming they're just wrong or whatever, but that's crazy to me. Okay, what layer is that coming from? I'm tracking back this knowledge. And I'll do the more in-depth reading for you, Joanne. I just wanted it so that everyone can help with this big mission for the abundance, now that you're going into wanting it. And you can team up on this. It's not really based on much, just like the allowance being happening. Now let me see if that allowance is strong. Nope, it's being countered. Okay, they don't know about that. Man, I really don't like acting like I know more than any particular being. But I'm just going to put this into a debate to see if they know this. But there appears to be a thing where energy and abilities and parts and pieces are being stolen from the Prime Creator back quite a long bit of time. Okay. Ooh, wow. It's an incursion at inception of Prime Creator of the Galaxy. 9. That's being used for this. So the inception of the galaxy coming into existence. And that's from, okay, this chain of incursions at inceptions for the universe, Prime Creator, the multiversal, the ultraversal. It's going back quite a bit. Source from all sources, Sprite Micro. Is that the core? Okay, and where did they get that? Is that from the inheritance? Okay, no, that's been resolved in time. That was crazy. Okay, what is this? A reason for it. Okay. The evil fractal spectrum energy of the source with all sources, purpose, one. Yeah, it's gonna be that unmovable, heavy. Can God make an object that he can't even move? That's too heavy for him to move. Answer is yes, and he can train himself to eventually move it. That's the goal with this. I'm reading. So then, what's the solution? Because that is occurring in time and it's unnecessary. So then that goes. Okay, as a training lesson to prevent the expansion of that through time. Okay, down to that. Cores of why it's evil in action. Goes to, okay, an aspect of it that's so closed off, it's not receiving love. The evil is born from lack of love, separation, isolation, being alone. And that's from its the energy it's emitting, which is harmful. Okay, and then the solutions: love, overwhelm, creating systems to bring that attention and what it needs. And acceptance and the full spectrum healing back in time in a big collective, giving it to that core aspect of the source with all sources. And then we collapse a whole bunch of negative timelines that don't need to exist. Okay, and then does that affect this? Yes. Okay, cool. Nice. Okay, so that's going to be a big mission. It's going to take a while. So we're going to see that should help resolve the opposition of what's trying to invade and dominate and devour the angels of abundance. Not being said too, we're also send support to them back in time to make it so they're stronger and aren't able to be wounded so badly and then devoured. So we'll see with that. So with Joanna, let's go with her. She's got a lot going on. Let's see. Yep. And A lot of support waiting. So let's see what this is. I'm about to talk about this. Okay, so I guess, is it okay being public? Okay, so it's saying that you, this is a big thing. So I will run into people in the audience like this, so I might as well get it out of the way. I have a little bit of a thing about saying it publicly because I think you might get targeted for it. I don't know how, but they seem to be confident about it, so that's nice. I just, and I don't like, it feels egoic, you know. So, whatever. It's telling me I should talk about it, I guess. Okay, archangels. So they're around 1% of what we have in mythos for them is accurate. They're way beyond. Angels themselves in spirit are like a nebula in a body, like a birthing stars and stuff. And archangels, depending on when they came into existence for what territory, how old they are, can get huge. And it's limiting in the rank because there's even bigger ones and older and higher rank concepts. And there's way more than the ones that are listed. And archangels themselves go around all over the place, all over the universe. Many planets, many forms, many names. They'll incarnate as multiple humans all the time and anchor into many forms. They're like beams of light that go all around. Archangel Michael, I know, is in every star in at least the galaxy is willing to talk about. And so they do a lot of things. So there's bigger things to that, though, because it's what they can do, what they are is way beyond, and some don't even have a definition for it. The archangel concept is a rank and title from what I have been able to tune into, and is currently holding up for me. So it's not exactly accurate in that the angels will anchor to mythos that we have, and the mythos we have are very limiting, but they will use them. And so there's many other cultures, religions, societies that have other mythos, and they'll anchor those too. I'm reading the comments. So each archangel will, for the history of Earth from its inception, which is, they had other names, and in spiritual form that were going by a human mythos. But that mythos still can be applied to a cluster in a job category that was passed down from the inception of Earth. And then you can also apply that to other planets too, if you're trying to apply your mythos, like how people say, like, oh, you're Syrian, but that's our word for that star, kind of for a place. So there's like a moving in and out of that job title. Let's say for Michael or Uriel or whatever, there are 335, give or take, for each archangel for the history of Earth, of angels going in and out. Like, let's say around 2,000 layers, but they're not autonomous. They're not it's like if one gets, like, I've seen some that are in a coma. Like, so they'll switch out or they'll graduate and they'll move on to a higher role, and they will go like kind of above in rank of what we know in concept. And I'm getting a lot of angels trying to talk to me. Okay. Yeah, well, I'm just trying to talk about this really powerful divine light that we need to get our bodies ready to receive, because it is not ready to handle it. The reason is, well, one, there's heaviness and darkness in us and things that are the opposite of light that burn, and it hurts and it doesn't feel great and all these other symptoms when we have a light that we're not ready for. So it's telling me, and I'll go back to the Archangel in a second, it wants me to let you guys know there's a pathway to increasing the light we have in us, and that we should do that. And the main pathway they're telling me about, it's like a building of a pyramid of foundational layers of light. So there's levels. So the more we have in us, it starts automatically shining out, pushing out, burning up in a safe manner the opposites we have in us. And then we keep growing to deeper and stronger and greater lights incorporated and shining in our being in high light density. And that appears to lead to a lot of levels and layers and capabilities. As light density is one of the big pathway simplifications of ascension. All right, so someone to say about those. You all can, it's just saying you can all do it. Anyone can do it. Believe in yourself. Start with the light in your heart. Okay. Nice. Okay, going back to Archangels. So let's say there's 335 of Michael for the history of Earth from inception. And you're like, but hey, we didn't have this mythos of Michael. And then, yes, I know. Exactly. It was called something else then, back in time. But we're using it now. So apply that to the same job category, skill set that's passed down in the lineage. And people call it like the family of Michael or whatever the Archangel is. Yeah. So there's that. And there's way more than mythos, and a lot of them are beyond gender. And so you will have aspects into multiple genders. And so you don't have to feel like it has to be one way or the whatever. They're beyond a lot of concepts, and it's surprising reading into how they operate in some aspects. And as we get more questions, it'll be interesting because I can help you tune into that stuff. So am I just allowed you can say it, Joanna, if you're in the comments. I don't know if she is saying things. Yeah, I see. If you want me to tell you what this is, this version of you that seems to have Archangel rank, are you okay with this being known publicly? Because I don't know. I have things about. Okay.
He said yes, please.
Okay. Okay. And again, so these beings have had mythos where there's like a girl version of them, and again, it's beyond a lot of the names, and there are way more names than what we're talking about. But some of them will use this job set that has the name to summon them and invoke them. And again, there's around 335 of each. So you'll run into people that are like, oh, I'm Archangel Michael and incarnate. Sometimes they're right. and but there's more detail to that. Like there are 335 of those, and each one has multiple incarnations around the planet in human bodies and beyond. And the older ones either graduated and move up to another rank, or got wounded in some big way, and then they were replaced, or their time, slot ran out and they moved on and graduated to another level, because they're constantly growing and going on to greater heights. So then the one that we have now is not the same as a lot in the past and some other things. So you can what for each. So just know that. So you don't have to feel as egoic, and you're not the only one. And there's going to be people you meet like that too. And you guys don't have to fight each other over it. You can just come together in unity and hey, I'm that collective too. Yay. Kind of thing. So you guys know how that works. This is more natural and light and nice. So I'm reading. Okay, so you're gonna I want to write this down. So it's saying you have connection. To Raphael. The 52nd Raphael in the order of the Earth history, around now, would be the 335th one-ish, give or take. So it was way back in the past when you had that job title. You still can apply in it. And let's see, their current status. It looks like they're okay. They're not in a coma or anything like that. That's good. So we can summon. We're gonna bring that forth. So I'm gonna bring that forth. So Raphael, God heals. Raphael is one of the most important archangels. Raphael is considered regent of the sun, ruler of the second heaven, chief of the order of virtues, and the member of the influential serum. He is also a member of the seraphim, cherubim, and dominions. Another of his rank is to look after the tree of life in the Garden of Eden. Raphael has a special interest in healing, creativity, knowledge, science, communication, travel, and young people. Raphael has been considered head of the guardian angels since he acted as Tobias, guardian in the book of Tobit. Raphael is sometimes called the angel of compassion, and he demonstrates his healing abilities by curing Tobit's blindness. He also removed the pain Abraham suffered after his circumcision, and is believed to be the angel who healed Jacob's thigh after his fight with an angel. In addition, some accounts say he either taught Noah about medicine or gave him a book on the subject to take with him on the ark. Legend says this was the book of the angel Raziel. When Solomon prayed to God, asking for help in building his great temple, God ordered Raphael to deliver a pentagram ring to Solomon. This ring enabled Solomon to force the demons to work on the temple and get it finished. In addition to healing people and looking after the guardian angels, Raphael is also engaged in healing the earth. In effect, Raphael is the guardian angel of humanity. Raphael is associated with the sun and has an excellent sense of humor. Artists normally depict Raphael as a traveler holding a staff and a fish. According to tradition, Raphael is originally called Labiel. So they're already here with us. That's an interesting way to invoke them is by reading their history to a bunch of people all at once. Okay, so congratulations. So I'd write that on a sticky note or a bunch of things so that you have that ready. Raphael 52. Remember that number, because that is, again, the 52nd Raphael out of 335. You're not alone. You have multiple versions of you, and the 52 S also around the planet. You're not alone in that, but also you'll meet other people. And this is a collective that, if it unites, it can amplify a greater ascending of humanity and the planet. Now, things you can do for them, because they seem very good at amplifying abundance. Later, it appears you can help them more, but they are very, what's the word? Capable, and also they want you to have stuff for yourself more. That's most. And then do good actions, piety, kindness, love, generosity. And for yourself, it wants you to meditate on it and accept it into your being, this aspect of you. If you don't know if this is true or not, whatever, I'm not trying to impose a belief on you. Just know there's a really powerful angel version of you that's wanting to integrate through your heart, and like a light shining out of infinite energy, emerge and anchor more of its consciousness, which is about this fractal of it came into existence in the beginning of the galaxy, and it's you could say the size of the galaxy too, but you can make it bigger as it grows. But it's mostly focused on managing the galaxy, so there's other aspects to go along too, where it travels. Yeah, it wants, so faith, love, and gratitude amplifies, of course, and then it's wanting you to go into a being meditation as if you are already one and whole and integrated, and it wants you to disintegrate the doubt. So it's like facing the big heaviness of doubt that you're not that, which will come in storage in multiple places in your body, like the ego, shadow, DNA, and any anti-angelic energy limitations. And so you're going to burn through that with light and accept that into yourself and amplify your faith in that and belief. So that's mainly what it wants to do. And then it wants to amplify that where it's in your heart and talk to you. And you might be feeling it, so feel free to let us know in the comments if you're feeling its energy and what you're experiencing. I'm already feeling it quite a bit. It was helping me get rid of blocks too, which is nice. I could feel it like burn them away. Now, what I can do to help. Any wounds. It's not wounds. What is this? Weight on shoulders. It's got weight on its shoulders. It's not quite resolved. I feel it tickling my nose. Let's see. I don't need to talk about this for many. It will just overwhelm them. Okay. They're taking up a big weight for humanity, essentially. They're just saying it's worth it, and they love you all, so that not to worry about itself. Yeah, but I want to help you. No, what? Uh, okay, it resolves it. So it's linked to humanity. So as we ascend, it automatically resolves it. It looks like. So that will help them. So as we help ourselves, it appears that it will help them out. Okay, so I hope that helps. Work with them, and they can help you with abundance and trade and support them. They'll talk to you through your heart with emotions and love and empathy. And then you can ask what you need in exchange in a circuit to amplify and support them. They support you more, especially like with abundance or whatever you want to go. So congratulations. I barely tell people publicly this kind of thing. So thanks for being the first one I'm saying publicly about this. Okay. Anyone next?
We have, I don't know, dude, we still have 5 people and we've been going 2 hours. What do you want to
Oh
do?
my God. Do you want? Okay.
We can do a follow-up. We can do a. I have them all written down on a list, and we can do a part 2 if you want to. It's in, like, if you want, you know what I mean?
Who? Let's do the one that donated the most first, and then I will find ways to do upgrades or whatever if we run out of time for everyone that didn't donate, and we can list them off before we're done. And you can stop donating now if you want. I guess. And let us know in the comments if you want to see more of these shows.
One for all of them, you know what I mean? I want to know, is there one we could do one for all 5? Like,
Yeah.
We
I'll do big upgrades, but
yeah.
we read them out and what they donated, and I'll like write those down.
Yeah, we have Christy Campbell, and she donated 11. Tracy donated 20. Casey donated 25. Dana donated 20, and Andrea donated 25.
Name the last 2.
Dana and Andrea. Dana Krieger and Andrea. Let me see. Did I get all their names? It was Casey was Casey Pepin. Andrea Thompson was the last one.
What did the last 2 donate?
20 and 25.
Wait, she donated twice?
No. Dana donated 20 and Andrea donated 25.
Okay. Let's do the 25s first, and let's give something to the others after, because I wanted to make sure that we appreciate the ones that donated the most. But I'll give you guys some angelic stuff. I'll make. We didn't know we like. Holy shit! We're like time flies like crazy. Okay, so which one you want to do, Casey or Andrea first? Do you have a picture?
Let me see if I can find them. I think Casey is Casey Dawn. And here's Andrea. Here's Athena. Andrea. Wait, it just
Okay.
went off.
Athena. Okay. Do Andrea and then Casey and then
Dana.
See what I can do. Sorry about the delay and stuff. I'll try to give you a big thing, each of you guys. Okay, Andrea. I'll try to tune in your energy since you're not using your picture. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Quite a bit. And I'll just do the abundance thing with the angels for each of you so I can save time. Yeah, you go, like 5 big things that want to talk, but again, we don't have a ton of time. So I want to get to everyone and then give you guys a bunch of angelic upgrades for, to make up for anything. Let's see. No. Okay. The big one that has the most upgrades for abundance. 1, 2, 3, 4, Okay, what is this? Says it's this. Interesting. Just making sure because it's a little strange. Okay. Oh, okay. Interesting. This is not that well known. It's nice that they were able to communicate that to me. Okay, so here we go. And is that one also similar functioning? Yes, okay. So this is lesser known one. This is an archangel. So it does have the 335 too. It's called Archangel Jeremiel, and I'll spell that for you so you have it. So get ready to write. I'll list its mythos in until you get ready to write. It is mentioned in the book of Esdras, which is book of Esdras is Esdras. So look that up. And the first book of Enoch. It is possible that Jeremiel is another name for Ramiel or Archangel Uriel. I'm reading it's a different one, but interesting. It means God's mercy, and I'm sure you could find more. I'll list some things off that I read about it. So if you're ready to write this down, Jeremiel. So Archangel Jeremiel. Jeremiel. So we're going to see what's going on with that one. And it would be I believe the 60th one. So write also the number 60 and then have that for yourself when you need. And so it's interesting what they're geared towards. A lot of superpowers, capabilities, graces, light of different types, fire, like a ton of soul and solar plexus stuff that they're good at. Let's see. They're already here. Great. Cool. I don't have to summon them. Nice. Yeah, there's where? Okay, that's good. And how are they doing? They're pretty good. Mm-hmm. Two. Giving third eye light, visions, awareness, consciousness, a lot of stuff in the brain they're good at. Management of different things. Okay, cool. So that's what I'm reading on that. So solar plexus, third eye, brain, especially. But many other things they're good at. This one, it goes back to the galaxy, is present center of the galaxy mostly, size of the galaxy. Nice. And besides, so you can kind of take in the other stuff we talked about with archangels, as well with yourself. And I'll add things to that so you can use the same message, and we can build on that with archangel integration. What else do I want to say? It's okay. It's sending me a bunch of nice messages. That's nice. Okay. I love. Yeah, let us know in the comments if you're feeling things. Look at this like blanket of like love, happiness. Okay. Okay, so they're not, light beings don't do anything against your free will. So they sent 1, 2, 3, like a lot of things they sent you, but they need approval. So upgrades, abilities, they're gonna take a bilocation of you and bring it to a heaven realm, and then overload, well, not in a bad way, but like in a good way, overload it with light and upgrades at a strong pace of what you can handle. That will then go to this body. If you're up to it, feel free to snap your fingers and initiate that. 1, 2, 3, yeah. Okay, it's bringing you to a symbolic palace to take up man's place of responsibility and power. It's giving you a staff that goes to like amplification of abilities. A cloak. What's that? Some kind of, it's like a metal with a crystal in it, kind of wrap around the neck thing that amplifies your voice, your abilities. Okay, so that's what they're granting you now. So feel free to accept those if you want. Third, they want to take you on a vision quest and show you a lot of things. So if you're willing, you can go down a vision quest and with them, and then go vision by vision to see and hear and know a bunch of things that are going to be powerful. If you have trouble doing that, feel free to contact me. I can teach you how I can amplify your third eye brightness in HD and make it so you can do vision quests whenever you want. And I'll run you down the amplification process to activate and open your third eye, or whatever, or amplify it from whatever it's at in state. But that's cool. That'll lead to a lot of things, and it will go with how long you want to do it for, but that one can keep going indefinitely because it has a lot to show you, and we'll keep adding to that. Next one. It's using the terms healing, restoration, and flood your body with tons of light to clear out things, purification, and other terms. It's asking to do that for you. So feel free to initiate that if you want to accept that, and then be in a receptive state when you want to initiate it. And it has a message for you that when you open it and focus it in your heart, it's like a ton of bombarding you with love kind of message, and it's give you a bunch of little messages and information that might make you cry. So feel free to, when you're ready to handle that, open that up later. So, and then you can do a support trade with it. It goes into generosity, piety, amplification of faith, love, gratitude. Seems to go along with grace, blessing, generosity, charity, that this being is going to bring more abundance in your life. So the more you give, this being will give you more. And that seems to be how it works. So find things that you can get abundant at supplying. It doesn't have to just be money, just to where you give a lot, and then charitably, and then knowing that will bring in more, and you amplify that angelic stuff to be stronger, and as well as you integrate it, because like the other one, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so congratulations. Glad you're in the audience. Thank you for coming. So let's do Casey.
Okay, let me find Casey. Casey Dawn is here somewhere. I'll find her. Or Casey, if you're in the chat, can you put a message in the chat? That way we can get to you fast. I should have.
I know Kate. I know Casey. So I can just.
Yeah, if you want to just tap in, I'll find it. Yeah.
Sure. I don't know. Did she write a message? Otherwise, I'm just going to do angels.
Let me see. Casey. He says, angelic aspect reading. He says, love y'all. Thank you, Casey.
Cool. Yeah, no more donations, or else we're going to have to keep sending the show. Did anyone else donate? Because
we had Christy Campbell,
joking, which is fine because he's funny.
No more not since the last one, but we still have Christy Campbell, Tracy, and Dana after this. I don't know how we're gonna do.
So I'll speed up with the others. So Casey, you got a bunch of angelic connections. Feel free to hit me up and we can talk about them and do a session on it. Really integrate more of your light, because I know you want more light into your life, and this would help a lot of things. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A lot of these connections can amplify your abundance, just so you know. So start reading into it yourself. I recommend start. So she knows some abilities I've taught her. You got 10. You got 7 angelic selves calling to you. You've done angelification in 3 lives, and so you should integrate that. I'll help you integrate one stolen from you. How do you do with? It's some Egyptian dynasty point. Way before, I don't know. It's between the falling of the pyramid grid and the fall of Egypt, sometime in between. I'd have to look at the timeline. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, you did a bunch of things then. Ooh, you ranked up multiple. 2, 3, 4. You earned 4 wings that life. Nice. So I'll help you get your parts back. But you also have. Oh my God, there's more archangel things. Anything else? Yeah, it wants that one. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. That's fine. I guess we're doing the archangel show. There's a bunch of us. So again, you can rewind this. There's 335 of each, of the major ones especially. Okay, yeah, you do have it in the. Just making sure. Okay. To look. It's not as well known, but it's powerful. 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1. Ooh. Okay. And I read it out to you, and it should summon it too. Yes. A lot of angels in the audience come to unity, and then we can make the collective stronger and push back the darkness on the world, which would be nice. Okay, I believe this is it. I'm just making sure on this. Okay. Archangel Sarah Quell. So this is you're connected to the 320th of this. And it's also called Sarah Keel. And that's, so you're ready to write it down. Sarah Queel is considered an archangel of the first book of Enoch. He is also sometimes listed as an angel of the presence. Some authorities think Sarah Queel is another name for Uriel. I can read up the angels of the presence that go into that for a second. Then I know there's like more data on this, but how that's spelled is SARAQAEL. And looking up the other listing points. Okay, I'll just find the angel of the presence. Okay. Okay. Angels of the presence are a select group of angels who, according to the book of Jubilees, were created on the first day. They have the immense privilege of living in the presence of God. The angels of presence are sometimes called Elohim and are sometimes referred to as the angels of the face. In Judaism, there were 12 angels of the presence. In Christianity, the number of angels considered as the angels of the presence ranges from 7 to 70. Most authorities think there are probably 12. Different angels have been suggested, and think there are probably important tasks suggested for this most important task. Angels who are usually named are, it just names a bunch. So Actriel, Astephios, Joel, Metatron, Michael, Pheniel, Serquel, Uriel, Yephifia, and Zagil, Melchizedek, Salnaphon, and Cyril are frequently considered angels of presence. There's that. Now, with what else I read into it? A lot of heart, crown, sacral things it's really good at. Love, motion, healing, divinity, light, connection, communication, knowingness. Time, space, reality. restoration, management, consciousness, capability, expanse, heaven realm aspects, a lot of holy stuff. Creativity, birthing, dreams, so many things like that. So how are they doing? And so you can write this number 320 320 next to Seroquel. So write that down because you're not the only one and all that stuff. And you can find more. So did we summon them? Yeah, they're doing well. Cool. Yeah, they're here. Feel free to tell us if you're feeling anything. And now things they're sending you. Oh my God, they're sending so many messages too. Okay. They sent you. They wanted me to point out. They sent you like 10,000 messages, but a lot of that's like training course, libraries, data, things to unpack, many initiations of support. Like a lot. So they won't do anything without your free will. So you have to initiate those types of support. There's a lot of support they're sending you though. It's just not. It's like a request to send it first. So do that if you want to receive their support, and then you can all start flooding in. Now, we got missions for you. They want you to integrate, open your heart to them, become one. All the things that we talk about previously with archangels. They don't really need your help. They're helping them is helping others. They're good though. I would say though they're also going back to being fractaled off of their greater self and came into existence in the beginning of the galaxy. They also want to do a vision quest journey with you, so recommend that. But yeah, start talking to them, integrate. They're going to help you a lot. Let's see, their abundance system. Yeah, it does appear the whole giving and generosity thing seems to be how most of the archangels work. So if you're talking and working with archangels, then and make that more of a permanent thing, and with the version of yourself, it will be that. If you especially make the link, then like giving wisdom, support, love, healing. You can do a lot of psionic work. You can give money. It's just whatever. Healings, giving to people, wisdom. Yeah, whenever you're willing to go public, there's that too. But yeah, they'll give you back 100 times what you give appears. So that's a good one. So let's have that. Let's go back that in the system, especially. Okay. If it's wisdom, what are the things that make them really like that and will give to you? Because it doesn't just apply. Like you can't just spread dark knowledge or anything. Let's see what they're motivated by. things that help a person's life, support, healing, positive wisdom, change the life for the better. Puzzle pieces to their life. Elevate their consciousness. Expand it. Growth. Okay, so that's the stuff that they're interested in. Okay, nice. Okay, so congratulations. Integrate with that and start being generous and flow and amplify their faith, love, and gratitude. Integrate with that self. Help them out, and they'll empower your life dramatically, and you're going to be integrating angel parts to then expand outward with light, and like I said, build up the light before. Okay, next, I'm going to do Tracy or Donna next.
Well, Christy was. We had Chris. We do. I had Christy
real quick.
Yeah, because she was upset.
2, 3, 4, 5.
And then I'll find the rest. I'll find the rest of the people.
4, 5. That's very 9, 10. She's got five angelic aspects calling to talk to her. Yeah, they all got a fair bit of abundance they can bring in, but other things especially. Let's go into that again. Okay, yeah. Or change all stuff. Are you in the chat, Chrissy? Still, feel free to comment. And let us know, Casey, if you're feeling anything. The presence of that angel self. Anyone else in the chat feeling some cool tingles and light and stuff? Okay, so what's one of the bigger ones that would amplify your abundance? You have a connection to. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. How is it doing? It's doing well. Okay, so we're gonna, I guess, summon it, I guess. Yeah, I have this weird apprehension about telling what people are, especially when it has to do with big things. But apparently people like it, so, don't blame me. But there's going to be probably these things shift the timeline quite a bit, right? And I'm just going to ask everyone in the authorities, is this okay? Is this okay? So do like big things that fuck people's life over or something. Okay. Whew. Yeah. So, Chrissy, are you in the chat? Are you hearing this, or did you leave? You should definitely be here to hear this. Call Chrissy in if she left. Did you go, Rob? I think you did. Okay, I'll just text her. Hey, join. Okay, I just texted her back. So I kind of want her to listen to this. So I'm back. Text in chat. On reading you. Okay. Well, I'll do that, but also, Rob, are you there? Okay, maybe not. Whatever. I guess I'll just say this, and then she can hear it later. Right. Yeah. It is. It does feel like that, right? Okay. Rob, trying to text Chrissy to come back in the chat if she wants to hear this big thing, because it kind of feels like a big moment. She'll want to be here. But while we're waiting for her, we can do one of the others real quick. Like Tracy or Donna, are you in the chat? Can you hear us?
I have Dana here. Okay,
Dana.
Dana's on the chat. But wait,
Okay,
I texted
okay,
Chris.
you got
I
it.
said,
Yeah, feel free to text Chris again or whatever, get her back, because it kind of feels a little weird saying it while she's not here. If she, I'll be interested to hear her response to this.
I'm gonna read them.
Okay, so Donna, thank you, and I'll wait for Chris to come back and all that. But 1, 2, 3, 4, ooh, a bunch of things. You got a lot. You got like 20. Okay, 5 things coming up. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, wow. Congratulations. Okay. You have 14 angelic selves hitting you up to talk to you. And you got about 11, I think, times you, in a human form, did the path of angelification where you earned angelic authority. Nice. So I'll help you get one of those parts back, but you're going to want to reclaim that. And you can hit me up for a session if you want to claim all of it and talk to us. This is a lot of angels want to talk to you. And yeah, feel free to write that down and then remind me of it when you want to do.
I tried to get a hold of Chris. I can't get a hold of her.
Okay, I'll call her real quick. Maybe that will help. But if not, whatever.
Yeah, I tried
I'll
calling her.
just say
She
it.
didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just say it and stuff. It's whatever. So then, okay, let's read into one of the big ones. Donna, you have 14 cells. Okay, there's a big one, the biggest one for abundance. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay. Okay, interesting. This one has a lot of abundance for you for some reason. So it's a version of you. It says Kether, which is I believe one of the top Sephiroth of the Tree of Life. Is one of the 10. Keter is one of the 10 angels who rule over the holy Sephiroth. Kabbalah. Angels of the Kabbalah. So the Angels of the Kabbalah is an ancient Jewish mystical tradition. According to legends, Archangel Raziel taught the Kabbalah to Adam, and it was passed on by word of mouth until the 20th century, when the collection of writings became edited into the first important Kabbalistic book, the Bahir. This book taught that the aim of mankind was to become fully united with the divine. Kabbalah teaches that God creates the world as he wanted to see it. His creation is depicted in the Tree of Life. The world was created in a series of emanations known as the Sephiroth. There are 10 of these on the Tree of Life, connected to 20 paths. In Jewish tradition, there are 10 orders of the angels that relate to the 10 Sephiroth of the Tree of Life. Holy living beings are considered the most important. They carry the throne of God. Wheels, Alphenim, have thousands of eyes, are considered the angels of wisdom. They appear as wheels within wheels. There's the mighty ones of understanding, the shining ones, the angels of mercy, the seraphim, the burning ones, the angels of justice and serenity. Alchem kings, angels of beauty and harmony, the sparkling ones, angels of victory, the children of divine, the angels of glory. Strong ones have 4 wings and 4 faces and look after the universe. Human beings look after the material world. Interesting. In Kabbalah, archangels are considered separately as they are over and above all other angels. There are 10 archangels in the Tree of Life. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 2. Okay, interesting. Okay, this is a lot to try to translate. Okay, give or take. And what are you connected to? One, 2, 3, 1. Third. Okay, so this is a little weird to kind of translate because the mythos isn't quite full in accuracy. So I'm trying to do that for you. So there's so it points to Kether as the Sephiroth that you're interacting with, especially, yep. And let me just get all this information for you. Okay. And yeah, it's Keter, which is the crown. And the archangel associated with that is Metatron. I'm just looking through the information. And what's pointing to. Now, Metatron's a little strange because they also have a rank and title and a lineage, but the one that we're interacting with now was Enoch going through an angelification process and then became the new Metatron. So, it's a little confusing, but there's a rank and title that would have held up operations he's involved in previously, and that has a lineage and multiple versions of holding that. So it looks, trying to see if it's involved in the Sephiroth itself or any other things around it. Nope. It looks like it would be one of the previous Metatrons. So I'm reading the third out of give or take, because it's a little bit of a different number than 335 of them for that archangel, being the new one near that. And so it was more towards the beginning of Earth. Third Metatron is look like what you're connected to. Dana. Now, what do they have going on? Ooh. Yeah, I hear a lot of people associate Metatron with AI. I only put that as correct in the false version of Metatron, which is there's false light angels. And this is a thing you got to look out for, because there are angels take on wounds. They fall on grenades for humanity, and when they fall on wounds, predators get those parts, pieces, stolen authority, energy, abilities. Sometimes they keep them in angels in prisons or devour them, and that makes a system of false light. And some people believe all angels are false light. And just so you know, ultimately, what goes against that is evil doesn't earn anything. They don't make anything. They steal things. They didn't create anything. They mash shit together that they stole. So there has to be an original authority, and that original authority is coming from what we're describing as these original angels that were wounded. So the restoration and the rug pull out of stolen energy that make this false angel grid collapses when we restore the original angels. And CERN and AI and the Vatican get involved in creating a false angel grid. So there's the truth with that. And the different Metatrons aren't avert to that. There are false Metatrons. There's false every archangel. There's false a bunch of angels. Being said, don't let that discourage you from connecting and helping and restoring the original ones, because that's what we need and that's what we are. So, the real Metatrons I have ran into the fake ones that are AI. So I understand and believe that. So you have to be able to filter the real and fake ones out. So good job. Thank you for bringing that up. So with this one, interesting. It's not doing too well. It appears to have been in charge around the beginnings of Earth. And it does interact with a being that came in existence at the center of the galaxy. And it's the size of the galaxy and earned stuff. And let's see, with beginnings of Earth. Okay. It seems to have been taken damage and fallen on a grenade for more than just Andy, this version of you. And it goes to a big invasion that's coming into the galaxy. Something to do with Orion, Stargate, an invasion, spiritual force of predators that harmed it to a high level. Let's see where. Okay, that's good. It's not devoured, so that's good. It seems to be able to keep itself from being completely destroyed, which is nice. It's in a coma. Okay, it's in the stomach prison of a being that's a big predator that is centering that storage point in the Vatican. It does seem it's beneficial to go back in time as opposed to resolving the predator. What it needs. I'm going to help you restore this version of you. Ultimately, it's a lot of like tracking back to the core of things, like what the predator is, what's the invasion force. But I'm going to be doing that with you. Sorry you can't get contacted by this version of you right away, but this will restore, and this will make the Earth a better place. And then once it does, it will contact you when it's restored and help you quite a bit. Feel free to comment if you're feeling anything, but yeah, this is, I'm sorry that happened to that version of you. And I'll help you with it. So next one you wanted to do, Tracy, Chrissy's still not in the chat. And I'll do her last. That's a powerful one.
So I just can't find Tracy's avatar. I looked all over for it. I don't think she put a,
Tracy
comment in the chat. You know?
Tracy,
if you're in the chat, can you put a comment in? Is she there? Maybe didn't show it.
I don't see her.
Oh.
Okay. Well, she's in 20, so I'll try to tune into it.
I'll just put up your thing with her name on it. That way, like, people know who we're doing. We're reading. Like, if we could put Tracy, if you're watching, if you could put your avatar, that'd be great. And then we just have Dana after that. And I'm gonna try to patch things up with.
Well, I thought we just did Dana.
Oh, here she is. No, we did Dana. Oh yeah, we did. Did we do Dana?
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for commenting. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Let's see. You get 3 angel versions of herself that want to contact you at the moment. Already getting some ear throbbing having to do with them. Interesting. One with the most amplification to bring you abundance. Okay, let's see what this is. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you have a cherubim version of yourself. Let's talk to you. Let's see. Yeah, they're doing pretty well. There's stuff to improve, but I think some things have to do with weights of humanity again. The cherubim are the second highest rank of angels in Dionysus's hierarchy of angels. Syrian artists depict them as winged beings with human and lion faces. The bodies of bulls, eagles, and phoenixes. Today, they are usually described as looking like large men with 2, 4, or 6 blue-colored wings. They are frequently depicted as wings and a head with no body. The prophet Ezekiel described the 4 cherubim he saw in a vision. And everyone had 4 faces, and everyone had 4 wings, and their feet were straight feet. And the sole of their feet was like the sole of a calf's foot, and they sparkled like the color of burnished brass. And they had the hands of a man under their wings on their 4 sides, and they 4 had their faces and their wings. Their wings were joined one to another. They turned not when they went every one straight forward. As for the likeness of their faces, they 4 had the faces of man, and the face of lion on the right side, and they 4 had the face of ox on the left side, and they 4 also had the face of an eagle. It can be symbolic, interestingly, with astrology. According to Ezekiel, cherubim live in fire and are frequently described as being fire-like. Their main task is to worship God and to act as his record keepers. They also act as guardians when required. After Adam and Eve, they are forced out of the Garden of Eden. God placed at the east of the Garden of Eden cherubims and a flaming sword which turned every way to keep the way of the tree of life. Satan may have been a prince of the cherubim. Before his fall, the cherubim are God's record keepers and reflect his wisdom, divine intelligence. They pay careful attention to all the details. 2 cherubim were carved on the Ark of the Covenant. In Islamic legends, the cherubim were created from the tears that Michael shed when he contemplated all the sins of humanity. Well-known members of cherubim include Gabriel, Jophiel, Kerubiel, Orphaniel, Raphael, Uriel, and Zeraphil. Okay. And then going to yours. Came into existence at the beginning of Earth, and its aura goes to the size of the planet. Can you get bigger? Its territory is the planet. It is fire-oriented and solar plex tech, but also heart. Lights, purification, awareness, soul, consciousness, lots of different fire capabilities, different tasks and abilities they have, power, healing, knowledge, lots of libraries of knowledge. Amplify your vision. Force, types of magic and miracles. Yeah, it was the gist what it's great at. And it seems would want to help. It can help you with abundance. Okay. And what is it? It's giving you some things. 1, 2, 3. Is its abundance system? It's not the same abundance system as the others. There's a bunch of things it wants to grant you, so like 53 plus things, so you have to initiate allowing it. It wants to give you a lot of knowledge into your field of your heart to know and integrate, but also it wants to talk to you so it can tell you things and you can ask it questions in your mind clairaudiently, and it'll grant you the answers. Yeah, it wants to integrate with you, and so you have that level of consciousness into your body tech too. And then its system with abundance. Of course, faithful and gratitude in your life, and you integrate your abilities with it, so you can do them yourself. But interesting. Okay, wow. Are you going to give her that phone? Yes. Okay. And what else? Yeah, it's telling me a bunch of things. I'm getting head pressures. What is the fuel? What is that? Okay, do you have that already? No. What are you going to do here now? Okay, so the system of your abundance is it wants to do it you to do it mostly yourself. It appears like a burning away of the aspects of the reality, like it's an overlay of the reality of non-abundance, like everything you define that you want to resolve and get rid of. That's the opposite of what you want. You define and you see it and feel it as if it's in the reality, and you burn it up with a fire. You have that spread, and you can encompass it, and then collapse it down until it's nothing, and keep exposing more and more things as you see them to burn away. And then it also wants you to fuel its fire it's like giving me the metaphor of it like creating an aspects of reality that amplify your abundance with the creation of smoke. So it definitely seems like you can amplify it with fire technology, fire ceremonies and stuff. Now the fire it wants, like different fire energies help, but like what it's really looking for is you to earn cherubim angelic fire in your soul. And you can do that from the Prime Creator of the Galaxy as a mission. You do a mission. Okay. It can be arranged. Yeah, this is a variant, but it wants you to use your healing abilities. Your healing generator, which you have earned, is in your heart. You amplify your heart. You can hold it from back and ring from your palm. Make it feel safe, and it generates more healing energy, and you can use that abundantly. I recommend you both use it on healing people locally and non-locally, and do missions through amplifying through your source in connection with the Prime Creator Galaxy, and give your healing energy to them to distribute to those in need. And if you do enough of it, they'll give you that generator. And then you make that feel safe in your solar plexus, holding the soul, till it gets high amounts of that energy, and you permeate it as a high density till it's resilient and can, because a lot of things attract to the light, so you got to use it to burn away the attachment and predators coming at it until it's resilient enough to hold all that back and then be strong. And then you can make it so that that fire burns away aspects of reality holding you back. And it wants to teach you a bunch of other things that have to do with that tech. So open your heart to talk to that version of you as you integrate it. Hope that helps. Now, Chrissy, and then we got to end the show. It's 3 hours. Holy shit. Right. So, Chrissy Campbell, if you're out there, this is your this is your moment. You know? Okay, so yeah, this is kind of a whatever you want to make of it kind of thing. I don't super like telling people this kind of stuff. Okay. So Chrissy, your spirit soul is connected to the third Archangel Michael. That's also a version that, again, the one now is like 335th, and like going back in the fall of Atlantis time is the one that faced Lucifer. You're the third that goes to the beginning of Earth, and the rank and title. How's it doing? It's holding up some big weights, but it's still around. So it's willing to talk to you. So yeah, feel in your heart, hold your friend back your heart, faithful and gratitude, amplify an interaction with it, and a lot of the other archangel stuff I've been telling with people. Again, you're not alone. You have multiple versions of yourself around the planet, and also these other 335 that are in this name. You're going to meet a lot of people that believe they're Archangel Michael. Like I was saying, a lot of them are right in a way. They just have it limited, and also they fight over it for some reason. I don't know why. Well, it's ego, but it's okay. Unite the family of Michael, whatever. Okay, so Michael, who is like God. The Archangel Michael is the greatest angel in Christianity, Islam, and Judaism. This is not surprising, as Michael is God's most important warrior angel, and he fights for everything as good, honorable, and righteous. Michael is ruler of the order of virtues, chief of the archangels, archangel of the sun, prince of the presence, prince of the serum, prince of the seraphim, angel of repentance. He is also one of the 72 Shemhamphoras. I got the names. Michael and Gabriel are the only two angels mentioned by name in Bible. Raphael appears in the book of Tobit. In Daniel 10:13, he is described as Michael, one of the chief princes, and in Daniel 12:1, he is the great prince, which standeth for the children and thy people. Michael threw Satan out of heaven after the battle between the good and the evil angels.
According to the book of Adam and Eve, Michael helped Adam after his expulsion from the Garden of Eden. He taught him how to farm and later gave him a tour of heaven. After his death, Michael persuaded God to allow his soul to enter heaven. According to Jewish legend, Michael prevented Abraham from sacrificing his son Isaac. He is also an angel who appears to Moses in the burning bush. He freed Peter from prison and rescued Daniel from the lion's den. Michael also has a task of accompanying soul back to heaven after physical death. Michael is often shown wearing armor and chainmail, wielding the large sword. His wings are emerald green. He often has one foot resting on the serpent and dragon, symbolizing his defeat of the devil. Michael is also often depicted carrying scales, as he has an important task of weighing the souls to determine their holy worthiness, the last judgment. So there's a collective consciousness in all the archangels and a lot of things as they pass down. When they move out of their rank and title, they graduate and move on. But a part of them bilocates into the collective, helping the new ones. So you're still part of the new processes. There's just a bigger and bigger forming collective of spirits, and it makes it complicated. So you have a presence in its entire history, even to the one now, but just know you're not the only one, and there's more complicatedness with it, and a spirit in the center taking the brunt that you see as the transitional process. And yours is the third one that goes back to the beginning of Earth, mostly where you're putting most of your effort towards. Okay, so yeah, feel free. We gotta wrap it up. So thank you all for coming. Thank you for donating. Thank you for supporting Rob. Love you all. Thank you for shining your light into this world. Incarnating, even though it's hard, you know.
Dude, you did amazing, man. Like 3 hours is no joke, man. Like I know that you do this, and you know, like, but like still, like, to go 3 hours is a long time, man, for anyone. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I know you're extremely gifted and stuff like that, but like that's a long time, dude. You know what I mean? Like that's a long, you know. I mean, like, you know, I didn't want to stop you. You're kind of like in your zone, you know. You're like, you like kind of like.
I hope this helps a lot of people, you know.
Yeah.
Okay,
So guys, real quick before Sean goes, book with Sean, you know. I mean, look what he did. He just went 3 hours for you guys. You know what I mean? Like, you guys should definitely book with him, and like, you know, and inquire at psionicleague.com and subscribe to his YouTube and all that stuff. And yeah, and anything else you want to promote. And thanks, man. This was awesome.
Appreciate you, Rob, and thank you. Yeah, subscribe to Rob's channel. Comment below if you like this show. If you want to see more of it, let us know. And the more that's seen in the show, the more we'll do. So share it out to a bunch of friends. Share it to your friends that want to know about angels to get some. This is a whole show is like an angelic upgrade and healing, essentially. That should connect you with your angels. You'll probably get nudges, like little tickles on the nose and head and ear, and like buzzing and interesting sensations. Feel free to comment below if you've experienced some things, and share your story. Yeah, feel free. I'm Psionic League. Can you take down the Tracy thing?
Oh yeah, sorry. Let me I have to put up another one and then take that down real quick. There we go. That should take it down.
Nice. So I'm Sean Bond of Psionic League at psionicleague.com. You can book an appointment, consultation, healing, clearing, whatever you want. Anything you want to go into, consultation covers. And I'm also psionicleague@gmail.com if you want to reach me for trip inquiry for the big, powerful, sacred places we go to, and alien artifacts and stuff. If you want to hit me up about that. And I'm Psionic League at Psionic League YouTube. Subscribe. There's a bunch of superhuman abilities there, and interviews, and lots of free content that will upgrade you dramatically. A lot of free abilities. Just observing it will upgrade you, so recommend subscribing. And love you all. Smash that like, share this out. With the more when you guys share, I will be sending more angelic upgrades each time you share, and it's going to your abundance because you did some good work. Thank you for that, and getting this out to help more people, so it makes a locomotion effect. So the more people you share to, it will increase your abundance. Let me just confirm that. Yes, cool. Thank you. We got 3 archangels that want to support that, so that thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, everyone's got deep gifts inside them. Most people go their whole lives without opening their presence. I got you, so feel free to hit me up. Besides angelic stuff, abundance, I can teach telepathy, psychic tracking, unlocking your abilities, and opening the third eye and its light ability, and so many others, healing, high level one, whatever you got. So let me know if you need help with anything. Hit me up. Book a session at psionicleague.com. There's like /services and top to make it easy. And we'll go into your angelic abilities, more of your abundance, and all cool things, ET, ancient connections. Ask whatever you want. And yeah, please share this out. Help Rob expand his abundance and help him get to hopefully one of our Mexico trips.
That would be awesome, dude. I would love that. That would be amazing. Like, yeah, I gotta do that. Like, it looked like it was so much fun, you know. All right, guys. We're gonna finish up for tonight, and thank you all for tuning in. Thank you to everybody who watched this whole entire time, and everybody who rewatched it. And thank you guys, and have a good